Well, here we are in the south bedroom. Can't breathe. Because we don't have a closet. What kind of closet? Got a closet here. Oh, this is a water heater closet. Oh man, that'll kill you. Okay, the door is sealed. That's a good thing. But the door we shouldn't be able to leave the door open for our water heaters. We shouldn't be able to leave our door open like that. Oh, nice new water heaters, huh? Okay, let's look at these. Shame we don't have a spring on the door, but that's not going to stop us. Our luminary should have a cover over it so we don't bump our head when we're working on the water heaters. We should have that. Let me step around this gas pipe here. Okay, I don't want people stepping on my gas pipe. You want people stepping on your gas pipe? You're going to park, look, there's no room over here. You're going to park a fat, all plumbers are fat, man. You're going to park a fat plumber in front of this and work on this without stepping? No, we're supposed to have a I don't know what we're supposed to have. A guide. We're supposed to have a dam. We're supposed to have a reinforcement. We're supposed to have a wooden block that's around this that's painted so that it keeps pedestrian traffic off of it. That's what we're supposed to have. But we're in here finally. We're in here finally looking at our water heaters. I thought they were supposed to be pretty new. It's been a while since I read the graphic. But they are 250-gallon water heaters, and they were manufactured in 2000. So they're 6 years old. Water heaters last about 10. So these water heaters are about half their age. Now, you might have a water heater that lasts 11 years. You might have a water heater that lasts 22 years. But after about 10 years, everybody agrees that a water heater is done. It's given everything that we ever expected to give. Okay. But it was only 6 years ago. Seems like yesterday. Okay, I can understand that. I don't see any green tags. I don't see where there was a building permit for this water heater. Might be why we don't have a board on our gas pipe. It might be that reason. Also, if we would have had a green tag, if we had been building permitted, we would have had drip legs. And we do not have drip legs or sediment traps. Call them what you will. Keep the impurities from the gas getting on and clogging your burners. And those little tubes that go down right there and right there, we don't have those. We don't have those. But we can read this, and we can see that they were manufactured in 2000. We can see that they're 250-gallon water heaters. So we know that much. And these are identical. Okay, well, done? Not exactly done. No, we're not done. Okay, so we don't have drip legs on our gas piping. We don't have a spring on our door. We don't have a spring on our door. So, also, on our piping, going to our connection piping, going to our water heaters, has not been insulated. Now, this is kind of interesting. This is the main water shutoff valve. You can turn that valve off. It turns the water off to the water heaters, and you can change them. Oh, but we don't want any water dripping back. I got an idea. Let's put another main shutoff valve on this side, on the discharge side, because these are in tandem. So what happens is, if you turn this off, and these are full of water, and you turn that off, and these are full of water, and it keeps running, now we've just produced two bombs. Boom. Like explosion. Kaplosion, man. Alright? So, no, you're not supposed to be able to isolate both sides of a water heater tank because it's dangerous. Kind of like having the doors leaving open. So they'll blow up and the door will be right there. I don't know. So, no, that valve should have never been installed. That was completely incorrect. Our light cover should have a cover to protect. I'm vertically challenged, and that light's a little too close to my head. And just like we're supposed to have insulation on these, we're supposed to have insulation on our pressure and temperature and pressure relief valves. And because you can feel it, that's where your money goes, right there. You're just sitting there heating your attic. Might be okay in the wintertime, I guess. So we come over here. I'm not going to open them because they're 6 years old. They might not close. So if they were, if it's a year old, and if I could see where the pipes go, and I don't know where all the pipes all go, These pipes are pressure relief valves. Okay, they're supposed to have an air gap in the same room as the water heater, so that would go down to the pan, and then the pan would go outside. Personally, I don't like that arrangement. It's not a favorite arrangement of mine. Personally, I like the arrangement where it just goes on out on its own, but it has nothing to do with my feelings. It has nothing to do with my personal preferences. Okay, the code says you're supposed to have an air gap in the same room as the water heater. It's far be it for me to argue with the code like that. Also, we're not supposed to have more than 5 90-degree bends on our pipes. So this one over here, I got 1 bend, 2 bends, all right? And it goes down, goes out, that's 3 bends, goes down, that's 4 bends. So you can assume that this has 5 or less bends. This one over here, it goes down, there's a 90 degree, there's a 90 degree, that's 2 90 degrees, there's another 90 degree, that's 3 90 degrees. Goes down, 4 90 degrees. Okay? 1, 2, down, 4 90 degrees, 5 90 degrees. It's probably alright. It's a little more questionable than this one because we've got the extra bend. But I'm still not counting more than 5 90-degree bends. That's okay. That's okay. So what did we learn? We learned that our door does not have a spring on it. Did I mention that enough times? We learned that our gas piping is not protected. We learned that we do not have sediment traps. Okay? We also learned that we do not have, it wasn't permitted. It wasn't installed with a permit. We learned that we do not have vacuum breakers on the temperature pressure relief valve drain pipes. We do not have those. We learned that our temperature pressure relief valves are not insulated. We learned that our connection piping itself was not insulated. And we also learned that we foolishly installed a main shutoff valve on the discharge side of the water heaters, thereby creating an explosion, a danger of explosion. And we learned that they're 6 years old. These are middle-aged men